Hey, what's up, everybody? Glad to have you back. So in today's video, I'd actually like to delve into something, well, I've been kind of keeping under wraps for quite a bit now. This is actually a special project that I've been working on for many months. Me and quite a few other people. Now, this is a Dauntless-related project. And I feel like all of you who are relatively interested in the trial scene of Dauntless, whether it be its history, the current, the future, or just the past in general, I would recommend you stay tuned. I think you'd find this very intriguing, especially having, well, it being announced pretty much on Christmas Eve. But anyways, guys, let's get ready to listen. Let's take a deep breath. Let's go out with an open mind. So, this special project that I've been working on with quite a few people is a Dauntless Competitive Hall of Fame. This thing has been in the works for quite a few months already. Gone through many revisions, a ridiculous amount of brainstorming, and constant fact-checking, socializing, investigations, and pretty much just reaching out to various people who may have not played the game in many years to people who still continue to play. It's been a very long but very fun process. And I thought, might as well. Let's do an announcement this Christmas Eve, because I feel like quite a few people will enjoy hearing that this is in the works. You see, the idea of this Hall of Fame is meant to commemorate and memorialize and immortalize the various players that have come and go within the Dauntless competitive scene. The people who actually were not just one-and-doners. The people who actually took quite a bit of time, whether it be at the ultimate peak of its competitive, somewhere between Striker's era and the beginning of Cryptpot, as well as the people who continue to play and have been consistently impactful within its competitive history. I think it's very important that a lot of those people who've spent that much time, that much effort, that much energy just to do what they ended up doing, whether it be as prestigious, impactful, or whatever. And after having talked to various other prominent Trials players, we actually got together and thought, yeah, let's do it. Let's work on this. Let's figure shit out. Let's see what we can do. And it's been freaking awesome so far. Reaching out to the various different people from pretty much all different corners of the competitive scene. That's interesting, right? We are pretty much in the few remaining chapters before this thing is pretty much in a ready-to-deploy state. It's quite wild. This thing has been in WIP, work in progress, for quite a bit now. And to be honest, seeing it almost close to finishing is wild. And honestly, I'm very excited for it. I feel like a lot of people will really appreciate it. There is a very unique function associated with this Hall of Fame, though, that I feel like I want to make sure I vocalize this, because it's definitely not one of those things where you associate with Hall of Fame for the most part, especially when it comes to sports. But this would make very much sense, because this is the best we could possibly do in regard to making sure that we go at it in a very objective, fair, and natural way. And the idea is that this will be a Discord server. This Discord server will be, for the most part, well, non-interactable unless under certain conditions. This Discord server will essentially have various text channels that represent the name of a specific impactful or prominent or renowned player in the competitive scene of Dauntless. And in each text channel will showcase a profile, an objective, bare-bones perspective of what that player has done for the most part. And then underneath, we thought it would be a great idea to implement a system where players and various different people who come in can apply to add their personal story, opinion, compliment, or perspective, specifically under a positive light, to their to a given or to their chosen player or text channel profile. Essentially, the idea revolves around various different people will give their personal stories, give their opinions, their praises, and their perspectives of various different players. As that continues to grow over time, it will create a natural profile, natural perspective of what that player is to people. And essentially go, quite a long way, especially if really prominent competitive players were to say great things about other prominent players. And it will be just a great way to be able to see how people not just elicit respect and commemorate each other, especially former rivals, former opponents, teammates, or people they've just admired for the longest time, but it'll just be a way for people to actually share their experiences, their memories, and to essentially take part and work around a nice little time capsule that is able to at least be a great positive when it comes to, having something to remember by in regard to all that work and all that competitive memory and all that history, specifically with the Dauntless competitive. We've been working hard at it. Ridiculous amount of revisions have been made. Holy. From bare bones, trying to see if we could go out with a historical perspective, but unfortunately led to quite a bit of historical inaccuracies. As you know, subjectivity is very prominent in something like this. To understanding how we should go about this to ensure, prestige and prominence are well documented. And seeing how far we could go in regard to the complexities of it. And realizing at the end of the day that simplicity is pretty much the key. I won't go too far into specifically what the changes we've made. And I feel like at some point in next month, it will release and you guys will get to see for yourself. I'll do a big video on it. And I'll do a big announcement on it, and you guys can check it out. And yeah, it'll be pretty cool. And for those of you who may be asking, why not a website? Well, that's a thing. Dauntless is one of those things where a lot of us, many of the prominent players are actually directly connected to their Discord. And I know, I am a computer science / coder myself. I understand how great a website would be, and it's very ideal if we were able to find a way to be able to implement this optimally. But I think in the case of getting this out as fast as possible, making sure that we focus more on the quality of getting this system done rather than going immediately down the technical route is very important, especially in the current state that Dauntless is in. We don't know what may happen. And I think it's very important that we get this out as soon as possible. And make sure that we cover as many bases as we can, and then upgrade technically in the future. Just to make sure we allocate our energy, our time, and our understanding of it efficiently. Just to make sure that, whatever comes out works well, is intuitive, and is built upon something that ensures accuracy as much to the highest degree. Because, as you guys know, various Dauntless profiles in the community are connected to their Discords. What better place to have something than on the platform everybody communicates through? So, Discord server, gonna have a moderator team pretty much, and it's gonna be cool because this is actually gonna be the first idea, our first system that officially establishes specific competitive eras based off, big meta changes that end up causing significant time changes, whether it be in solos or groups and trials specifically, or introduced Gauntlet itself and ushered in a completely new way of competing, especially with different Omni cells and different cell releases, specifically in Gauntlet. But yeah, Hall of Fame is looking good. It's actually still crazy to me that we're almost done. But I won't reveal the people who are associated with it yet. The only thing is that, we're working on it, and we're almost there. Hopefully when it comes out, I hope you guys enjoy it. It's definitely going to be cool to be able to look back and see what people, really prominent individuals, have said about one another and about specific others. I think it'd be a really good insight into how much depth exists within a seemingly niche competitive scene. Because this is one of the craziest things, in my honest opinion, is that the depth in Dauntless, specifically in Dauntless Competitive, is so much more than what I've personally experienced in other AAA games. And that's very much so because, well, you don't often see times where pretty much all the top tier pro level players know each other by name even, or actually get to interact with each other, or have the privilege to be able to play with each other, especially from across the world in different countries. Who gives a fuck about ping? This system actually accommodates for it, because Dauntless actually has a pretty good system in regard to being able to have someone from Australia play with someone from Brazil, for example. So, yeah, it's going to be cool. And just thought I'd usher that in. And for all of those who actually make it into the Hall of Fame, my team and I have just made sure that we will be formally introducing a document that showcases your entry and acceptance into the Hall of Fame itself, making it official. Just making sure that there's that stamp of approval from all your competitive peers that you deserve to be in here and you made it. And it's something for you to be able to take with you. Yeah, I know, Dauntless is Dauntless, right? But keep in mind, it's a big deal to be able to play competitively and actually make it into the highest echelon of something, especially as globally prominent as a game like this. And trust me, being able to use this in a way that sounds pretty good in a professional standpoint, especially at work, oh, you could totally do it. And it would be very, very valuable, especially if you're going down the tech route. It would be really, really cool to be able to expand upon this in a way that expands upon your skills, your development as a person, your values, and your experiences. And I think that's going to be such a big thing, and it's going to be a cool thing to be able to have. I know some people have already been telling me, dude, I'm definitely going to hang that document or frame it on the wall and just have it, just chill in my room. I know I'm going to do it. But, yeah. It's going to be a cool little project, and I'm excited. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for me. I know it's pretty much Christmas Eve or Christmas Day for many of you, so I'll pretty much leave you to it. But anyways, guys, happy holidays. Once again, thank you so much for taking the time and watching and listening. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It would really help me out in the long run. But anyways, guys, thank you so much once again. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care and have a fantastic night or day. Happy holidays once again, everybody. Peace out.